What's up? In this video, Apple just dropped iOS 26 Public Beta 3 alongside of a surprise release of iOS 26 Beta 6. And this update is packed with a fresh welcome experience, a lock screen glow up, hidden ringtones, snappier animations, and even a few UI tweaks Apple never announced. But the biggest change, you'll notice it instantly the second you update your iPhone or your iOS device. So if you're ready, let's jump right into this video. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to update, continue, agree, continue. All right, this one seems to be updating faster than the iPhone 16 Pro. We're still waiting because this one, I'm going from 18.6.1 to iOS 26 beta 1, 2, and 3. So this one's 8.25 gigs. So that's why this one's taking a little while longer. So we're almost there. We're getting close. So this one is updated. We'll go through the steps as soon as we get this one to be updated. All right, so let's get started. This one's still updating on the iPhone 16 Pro. So we got iOS 26 Beta 3 and iOS 26 Beta 6 with the same build number. This one is finally updated. All right, if you're loving these iOS 26 updates and don't want to miss future features and bug fixes, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you always be first to know what's new coming on iOS. All right, so looks like we're ready to go. We finally got to the welcome screen. All right, let's go. Your iPhone has been updated to iOS 26 finally. Earlier it failed, I guess because I wasn't on Wi-Fi. I was actually driving around in my car. All right, let's get it going. Agree. I'm kind of excited about this because I couldn't deal with the iOS 18 update. It just seemed weird from me using this on iOS 26 Beta 6 on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. So choose the notifications. I want all of them. I want to summarize. I couldn't wait to use this. This is pretty cool. Visual intelligence with camera control. And if you notice, they still use an iOS 18 wallpapers, even though we're on iOS 26, which is weird. Visual intelligence with camera control. Click and hold camera control to learn more about the world around you. Continue. And then we have a new welcome to iOS 26. Introducing a new design with liquid glass. So this is the update and welcome experience. Right after updating, you're greeted with a guided onboarding video. It shows off liquid glass refinements and performance boosts. It's like Apple wants us to flex our iOS 26 before you even touch the iPhone. But once you get past that welcome screen, what's the first change you'll notice every time you unlock your iPhone? So personalize iPhone with new looks for app icons, and then focus on what matters, liquid glass controls on the camera. So, and then access menu options with controls that fluidly morph, like any place that you have menu bars. And then search is within reach and easy to access in apps. Continue. All right, welcome screen, which looks beautiful. Let me give you a close-up shot of that. Get started, and here we go. iOS 26 now on my iPhone 16 Pro. Finish setting up. I'll do that later. Seems very fluid. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh yeah. Same thing on my iPhone 16 that I got on my iPhone 14. This just looks amazing, don't you think? And then iOS 26 Beta 6 on the iPhone 14. And then we have iOS 26 Beta 3 on the iPhone 16 Pro. So finally got it on here. Let's see what it looks like. Customize. I couldn't wait to see it. Wait, what was that? Edit pages or edit wallpaper. I like it just like that. I'm digging this wallpaper that I found the other day. Customize. So we got our clear, which looks amazing on the iPhone 16 Pro. Dark mode, default. I just love the way this looks, especially on here. So much better. So much better at the top than the iOS 18 at the bottom. Loving it, loving it, loving it. We got a tenant. But this tenant really looks good on this wallpaper. What y'all think? All right. All right, first thing we want to do is talk about the lock screen with the new liquid glass. So as you see, the clock now floats with a 3D depth effect hovering over your screen. So we have transparency tweaks making text clearer with a subtle rainbow glow. It instantly feels like a fresh new iPhone. So let's go to add a new one. Now let's go to a light mode so we can see, and we'll switch. So the lock screen looks different, but what happens when notifications start rolling in? Notifications got a makeover, but did Control Center get one too? So we go to Control Center. Now normal and jiggle mode has been replaced with a smooth pulse motion and a highlight glow. So when we go into jiggle mode, instead of it jiggling like it normally does, like on the home screen, we get the jiggle mode. But now when we go to Control Center, the jiggle mode has changed to a pulse motion with highlighting a glow around each of the controls. So that looks pretty cool. Makes it feel more modern, more fluid, and more alive. A tiny change that makes Control Center feel like next gen. So Control Center feels fresh, but what about everyday apps like the camera and photos? Going to camera. So last time in the last beta, we went to camera and we scrolled all the way down to the bottom. We had the classic camera toggle, which now has been adopted into the actual camera settings. So the classic mode is now the default, no more toggle. So mode picker swipe direction restored to familiar old style. So you can either hold on to the bubble, like I said in the last video, or you could just swipe across. So it's been adopted, and now this is the default as of right now. But I don't know. We don't know how long that's going to last. And then Photos app navigation is a lot cleaner. So we go to Photos. Small fixes, but they add up to a smoother experience. So the camera and the photos got smarter, but did Apple also refresh how your iPhone sounds? So we're going to go down to settings, sounds, and haptics. And then we go down, and as you see right here, we have ringtone reflections. And we get 6 new variants of the classic reflection ringtone. So that's how buoyant sounds. Then we have Dreamer. And then we have Tech Pop. Then Reflected. Then we get this Surge. And then plus we got a hidden surprise called Little Bird. So here's Little Bird. So it's the biggest sound refresh iPhone has had in years. The new ringtones hit different, but how about the speed and the feel of the overall iOS 26? So they open and close a lot snappier. which feels great, with a new Genie style bounce that feels instant. Brings a touch of iPad OS energy to the iPhone. The whole system feels faster and more fluid in iOS 26 Beta 3 and iOS 26 Developer Beta 6 re-release. I think this might be the smoothest iOS update in 26 that we've got so far. The speed boost is real, but did Apple finally clean up those annoying bugs? So behind the scenes, optimization mean better reliability, fewer glitches, smoother transitions, stronger stability. Not flashy, but it makes your iPhone feel solid every day now. And that's the rundown of iOS 26 Beta 3 and iOS 26 Beta 6 re-release. So what feature excited you the most? Well, that's it for this video. That was iOS 26 Beta 6 on the left and iOS 26 Beta 3 on the right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.